Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello. It's Mika from the Face Yoga Method. So today I want to talk about some questions I received, and this is very special live because it's like Ask Fumiko, and then we received so many questions from our amazing face yogis from all over the world. So we decided to narrow it down a bit for the forehead area. So for those who are watching and if we had lots of questions and asked me different questions for different part of the face, probably another time. But today I want to focus on right here, the forehead. Okay? Why it's the forehead area? Because forehead has a big muscle right here. Okay? And then look at that. Connects from here to all the way back of the neck. And we actually express lots of emotions from this part, forehead, using eyebrows up or like this or here all the way. And probably you're not aware, but many times you are actually expressing your emotions from here more than what you say. You can say, sure, sure, okay, it's okay, versus it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Right? So that's why I want to talk about today, and I want to really answer the questions you have. Are you ready? So with that, let's get started. And before we start, there's something I want you to do. I want you to feel that muscle right here and tension right here. Can you put your hands on the temple right here? Right here. Feel that? Okay. And then when you do that, chest open, heart open, but also relax the neck and the shoulder, which is important. Right? And I want you to do something. I want you to think something very happy and positive, and happy and positive. How do you feel? How do you feel right here in this temple? Right? You feel it? Okay, now keep breathe in and out from my nose, and I want you just think something really negative, sad, and just think about it. Create in your head. Feel it. Feel it. Did you feel any tension change? Did you feel that when you tried to think something negative or sad? Did you feel that? Right here, the temple area, did tighten. Okay? All right, let's do a little bit more. Explore this part. Breathe in and out from your nose, which is also important. And I want to make it interactive, so please say, yes, I felt it, or I didn't feel it. I like to know. Put a palm right here on the temple. Shoulder, chest open and relax. And now, how about you grind your teeth? You don't need to actually grind, but clench, tight, stress, like stress out. Did you feel that tension right here? Did you feel it? Yes. And now you want to breathe out and relax, as if you're so relaxed. Did you feel that tension released right here? Inside, right? So what it says that when you carry lots of stress and tension or even negative thoughts, sad feelings, you tense right here, and that affects the forehead area. There's lots of face yoga method of poses, but if you have a tension right here, right, and then try to release the tension from the forehead, doing the acupressure, doing the 11 line relaxer, it's very difficult because right here and right here connected. And when you try to release more, but if you don't release the tension from that temple area first, it's a little bit difficult to see the changes. Does that make sense? All right, so with that, I want to little bit of release technique right here on the temple, and then I'll answer the questions from the people already submitted. Okay? All right, palms on the temple, shoulder relaxed, chest open, heart open, and apply slight pressure. Breathe in and out. Now you might feel some movement right here. Okay? And now let's rotate. Let's feel the little bit of movement on the temple, and jaw relaxed and shoulder relaxed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Okay, now let's do other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wonderful. And lift this up slightly. Ooh. Shoulder relaxed, chest open, heart open. And hold this for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And come out. And palms up and close your eyes and feel a nice releasing sensation you just created. Okay? So you want to have that relaxed face, relaxed tempo throughout the day as much as possible. Look at this big muscle right here. And everything is so connected. And when you release right here, it releases the forehead and eye area too. Okay, so good. You get it? You felt it? Yes. Thank you, thank you. So the question from the Rochelle asked about the tips for temporal volume loss with lowered eyebrows and eyelid hood right here. So as we age, we lose, sometimes muscle or volume or from here, and the face looks a little different. So what you can do is, the first thing, Rochelle, is release that tension. The tension really causes tightness in so many ways, not just the part, you tense, like when you tense your body, you're tensing the neck, you're tensing the temple too. So releasing the tension from the shoulder, from the body, and then just doing the smooth movement or relaxing movement, it improves the circulation and the movement of the oxygen and the nutrient, everything. So why not do that? And that should help a lot. And I think probably you, when you notice that already when you lower the eyebrow, right? When you lower the eyebrow, feel that. When you lower the eyebrow, how do you feel? Let's do it. When you lower the eyebrow, do you feel that? An eyelid hooting. Do you feel that right here? Get a little tensed right here, right? Versus open up, open, right? So try this one and release and send a nice nutrient and oxygen and nutrient to the temple area. Okay, Megan asked, best poses for relieving forehead horizontal lines and a constant stressed face. All right, so Megan, the first thing is that, yes, you can work on this part too, but I highly recommend this one first. Why? Because it's connected. We carry lots of tension and stress right here too. Okay, and then after the release, what you can do is, let's see the best pose. There's a lot of poses, but one of the poses is the forehead lift. So what we're gonna do is, using the side of the index fingers and place them right here in the forehead first. Okay, and then when you do that, check your alignment. Are you aligned? Your head is resting on top of your spine. So from here, the top, the center of your forehead and tip of your nose and the peak of your lip and the chin and sternum right here and the belly button. Is it one line? Which is the first point. Okay, you need to know. And then after that, it's very straightforward. Lift up the forehead, side of index fingers on the hairline, and the thumbs are right next to the temple right here. Shoulder relaxed, chest open, heart open, and breathe in and lift the hairline up. And when you lift, almost like you're opening this forehead, opening up. And if you have 11 lines, you can even do this movement. Okay, good. And chest open, heart open, breathe in and out from the nose, and then look down first, and then very slowly move your gaze to the tip of your nose, and then feel the sensation you're creating. And don't hold your breath. And then gradually move your gaze to the forehead. Do you feel that sensation moving up? And then only with your gaze, only look up and come back again. And now close your eyes and open your eyes and squeeze the eye muscles as if you're looking something very bright far away. 1, 2, don't hold your breath. 3, shoulder relax. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close your eyes and now open your eyes as wide as possible, but your forehead is very lifted with your fingers. Open your eyes so there should be no wrinkle on the forehead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and come out and tap the forehead. And some of you might feel some sensation on the back of the head. Why? Because it's connected. And then if that's the case, you need to check your posture or do tapping on the back of the head. All right, did you feel it? I like to hear. Did you feel that? Okay? Yep. Good, good. Okay, so let's go to the next one. And then you can do this, Megan, as often as possible. And the rest of the time, just feel if you have any tension creating right here. And if so, release it. Okay? All right, so next pose, a question, Pirajo. I simply cannot stop frowning. Whatever I try, what can I do? Thank you for help, Fumiko. Very good question too. So do all the poses, like why I can't get rid of that. There's a couple things I can think of. Check your posture, alignment, right? If you are moving your shoulder high and tensing right here the neck, where do you feel the tension? Right here. Do it, please do it so that I want you to feel it, what I'm talking about. Feel that. You feel that? Okay. Do you feel the tension in the back of the head now? Because you're holding the phone or looking down. I've seen so many people doing this. Okay, you feel that? Right. Now, right here, the tension is also connected to right here to the forehead. Right? And the forehead is also connected to right here. So what you have to do first is check your posture. Posture is very, very important. And in fact, I want to show this picture right here. Okay, let's see if I can get that. Okay, oops. Let's see, let me get this out, here. Okay, you get this out. When you do the face yoga poses, there's a chest opening warm-up pose, right? What you do is when you do these poses, you can start changing your posture from, let's say, from this to this. See that? The rounded shoulder, right? Short neck to the nice posture. So alignment is very important. What you want to do is the back of the scalp right here. And when you draw a line all the way to the shoulder blades and then all the way down to the tailbone. So imagine that you're standing right next to the wall. And when you have a right posture, you feel light. Almost like you don't feel the weight of your head. And then do the poses. And that makes a huge difference. Another thing is that release the tension from the temple area. Right here, the one we just showed, right here, right? There's lots of chewing muscle and masseter, big, giant muscle. And then if you tense the chin, okay, by biting down, see that? You feel the tension right here. So maybe the 11 line is caused by the posture. If that's the case, you need to change the posture. Imagine the right posture. And then that is the head is resting on top, and you feel not much weight of the head, the body. And then release the tension from you. And then do the poses. The good pose is 11 line relaxer. So index finger, middle finger, place them right here. Okay, you see the triangle shaped muscle right here. And then good posture, keep chest open, shoulder down, and then move your eyebrows to the side, almost like you're creating the 11 line. And you might wonder why you're doing it, why I have to do it. But what you're doing is you're training that muscle right here not to go all the way in. So your fingers are stopping the movement. So when the muscle's trying to frown, because you train the muscle, it stays there, stops there. But that's what you're creating after releasing the tension from the body and from the temple area. Okay, so try this one. And another thing you can do is you can use a spoon and release the tension from the center of your forehead. This sometimes happens when you have lots of tension and you try to release the tension but it doesn't work. Heat up the spoon with the hot water and release it. It relaxes so much, and releasing the tension creates lots of relaxation, and you start seeing the smooth forehead too. And then the rest is awareness. Okay? All right. Belinda asked, I find it difficult to look up without wrinkling my forehead. I can't help. Well, I cannot look up too high. How do I train my eyes to look up? Right. So that's a good one too, because we move the gaze. side and up and down. So every time when you look up, when you're creating the forehead wrinkle, so that means you're using the forehead muscle. Open your eyes. So what you can do is there's a pose, it's called the forehead freeze. So you freeze the forehead, or I should say, to stop the movement of the forehead. So you can put the palms like this, you can put the fingers like this. It depends on how your body responds to the posture. So if you have a lots of tension, or if you tend to have a lots of tightness right here, probably this might be hard for you. So you can do this, or you can even put the fingers vertically. This, okay? So put the fingers and then smooth out. If you have 11 lines, you can put the fingers and move fingers to the side. That's okay too. Or you can lift this up, right? So make sure before you do this pose, there's no wrinkle on the forehead. Did that make sense? And then put the thumb right here, okay, on the temple. Stabilize it. And then same thing, breathe in from my nose and out from my nose, and chest open, heart open. I don't want you to tighten the shoulder. And breathe out from my nose very nicely. And then with your eyes only, we are going to train the eye muscles, the ring-like muscle right here. So what we are going to do is we are going to look far away. Imagine you're looking something far away, far away, far away, and now feel that intensity, feel that tightening sensation around the eyes, and hold this for 10 seconds. Don't hold your breath. Keep breathing it out. Don't tighten your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And close your eyes, and now open your eyes as wide as possible, but without moving the forehead. So you really keep the forehead tight and open your eyes. You might have to adjust the finger position depending on the lines you have. Maybe like this, or maybe like this. Or 11 line, maybe to the side. V-shape. And open your eyes. And hold this for 10 seconds. Shoulder relaxed, chest open, heart open. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then come out. And try to open your eyes. Can you open your eyes without moving the forehead? You need to train this, but it can happen. And then if you feel any tightness, same thing, just tap the back of the head. Okay? Good, yay! All right, next pose is, next pose. Darian. When I wake up, there is always a marked line on my forehead area. How to prevent this? So, I don't know from this question, is it a vertical or horizontal? If it's a vertical line, it might be the way you sleep. See, side sleeper can cause wrinkles without realizing it. You have to change that. You have to change the way you sleep. You maybe try to sleep on the back, or trying to put the different kind of pillow so that you don't smash your face. Another thing you can do is before you go to bed, find out if you have a tension or if you have any stress stored in your face and the body too. Why? Because when you have a stress, you go to bed like this and you tense your forehead when you're sleeping. And when you're sleeping, your body releases all the tension from the body, but also mental tension too, or any stress, anxiety you carried throughout the day. So maybe you're tensing this up. So how about do the release from the head, like the one I showed you, or you can do the some of the poses, release the tension. Or you can even do a body warm-up poses and then go to bed and see how that affects you. You can drink hot water. Hot water relaxes you too. You can even do a digital detox. Maybe you don't want to watch anything. You don't want to read the news 90 minutes or even at least 30 minutes before you go to bed, because that's affect you subconsciously, and that can create this. Another thing you can do, if you really want to try, you can put the tape. Yeah, the frowning, that's okay too. And another one is you can put some what do you call that? Some kinesio tape, and I put it here so that you train your face not to move. But ideally, you want to release the tension from the body and the face. Okay? All right. So Nancy, does the forehead freeze exercise would affect the eyelid to stretch then wrinkle? Nancy, so forehead freeze is the this pose, right? It should not affect. If you see that like, whoa, I'm stretching too much or causing wrinkles, your finger position is not right. So I want you to change that. If you are seeing that some wrinkling, maybe you're putting too high or pushing down too much. Adjust it. The purpose of fingers is stop the movement and adjust the pose, right? So if you see that, how about if you move the finger position toward a little bit more to the hairline and do the same pose? Because what you want to do is you want to quote unquote freeze the forehead, but actually stop the movement or train the forehead not to move too much. So you can do this, or you can even put hands this way or hands this way, both sides, so that you can stop the movement but adjust the position of the hand. Okay? All right, Jia asked, how to train forehead muscle to stay relaxed and not move them so much? The same kind of thing, train the forehead when you already have a stress. Okay, let's create that. Put the stressful face. Oh, I'm so stressful. Okay? Okay? Oh, I'm so stressful. Okay, let's create this. Oh, I'm so stressed out. Okay, now let's try to release. How do you feel? The skin is so tight. It's just tight in a way that you carry lots of stress. So you need to release it first. Okay? And then that's the first thing. And then what is that? How about right here? Stressed out. Do you feel that tension? You feel it right away, right? So you want to release that too. And then you release the neck tension too. What you can do, the nice posture helps a lot. When you have a nice posture, let's feel it. Right posture. Feel the posture, I just talked about it. Your head is resting. Your back of the head is the same level as the shoulder blades. Okay, you move your head, and then there's a spot you feel like, whoa, I feel light. So that is the one you want to have. Okay, and then see how that affects you. And then when you started tightening a shoulder, release it. There's a warm-up poses in the Facelift method. You can do that too. And don't forget to breathe. And you felt it? Okay, good, Anna Karen, thank you. So that is the way. Because when you see that exercise, you can do facial exercises every single day. But the rest of the day, if you are tense, let's say if you do it every day, 10 minutes. But 23 hours and 45 minutes, 50 minutes if you're tense, you cannot really get the result you want. So think about the connection between body and the temple and other part of the face too. Okay, so Tamana, which exercises are beneficial during mild headache? Okay, so lots of causes of a headache. One thing, drinking enough water. Okay, that is so important. And then the headache can be caused by so many reasons. So I cannot really say this is the best, but I know that many people have a tension headache from here, right here. Let's do that. Explore that part and see how you feel that. So the fingers right here, scalp, and then the thumb, the temple, the bottom of the scalp right here, where the neck meets, right here. Okay, right here. Start from here. All right, and then put the thumbs in and release, and then just push, and then feel it. If you can pretend you're lifting the scalp up with this posture. So this posture, right? So put the fingers where you feel the tension, okay? And then drop a jaw as if you're yawning. And then look, lift, slightly lift, almost you're lifting up, and adjust the position of the head. And then push, move the finger to another area where you feel tension. Lift a jaw, drop a jaw, and then move, and come out. How do you feel? Do you feel lightness? So try this and release the tension and headache. But many things can cause headache. So try that and see how that affects. Okay. All right. Did you feel that? Right. So 2 more questions. Okay. Fatty asked, hi. When I woke up in the morning, my one line is so deep and I noticed that the other line is starting to form. I'm doing massage and acupressure before going to sleep. What can I do? Okay, Fatty, well, first thing is great. You're doing the massage and acupressure before going to sleep. How about this tension from the temple? Okay, temple. And another thing is, how about releasing the stress from internally? Means your emotional stress or other part of the stress, not the physical stress. So think about that, how you can affect that, because if it's a strong 11 line or one line, maybe it's coming from the mental stress. And another thing is you can put the frowny or tape and see that effect. But I think you're doing the right thing. So just add a little bit of tension release and mindset. Think about something very happy and nice and see how that affect. It's small thing, but it's affect our face more than we think. Okay? All right. Carpet asks, hi Fumiko, forehead is related to eyebrows. If one of the brow is lower, can I do a profile lift to lift the side? Thank you. Okay, so yes, exactly. The forehead is connected to the eyebrows, right? So if one side is high, what you can do is just think about it. If one side is high, I have a feeling this side is tight. Did that make sense? Because this is lifted up, right? If I create the wrinkle, this side is tight. So first you want to release it. You can even scratch this part 45 degrees, but find the spot and release the tension first. Okay, release it so that this can relax finally. Oh, thank you. I'm more relaxed. Okay, and then you can do that, profile facelift. Right? You do the profile facelift, which is very simple, but it's very effective. Put the one hand on the face line, the profile. Then think about this. It's almost like a supporting, but you don't want to push too much. Okay? You don't want to move the wrong direction. See, I'm causing a line. No, I don't want that line. I want to just put a hand enough to support my muscle right here. See, this way. Okay? And then, see, this side, I want to lift this side up. So I put my other hand on my forehead. And there's no wrinkle on my forehead because everything is just touching right now. So using my fingers, I adjust how I want to lift and move this side. Let's see, this side is lower. So I want to lift this side. So I'm going to put this side. Okay, see that changes I can create. And don't want to tilt. You want to have a straight line because everything is connected. See? Okay, ready? And breathe in and out. And use the fingers, slightly move this toward this degree. And then this hand on the face line, move toward the ears. And relax the face. And moving this and moving this while you breathe in and out very slowly. And breathe in and let the fingers go toward 45 degrees, and these are going up. And hold this for 10 seconds. 1, 2, you can even have a little smile. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and ready, and come out. Whoa! See that? Side is very active. And because I release the tension, that it's easier for the muscle to go to the place, and when you start doing this more and more, the muscle will memorize like, whoa, I need to stay there, so that you started noticing. And another thing is that you start releasing the tension so that it doesn't make face asymmetrical. It gets much even eventually. Okay? All right, that's a good question. And the most popular question of all was how to get rid of 11 lines. So I talk about it a little bit too, right? Using the fingers and releasing tension. And there is the forehead jumpstart for this, and we have a great blog post about it too. And go to the blog on faceyogamethod.com because there's so much more to talk about it, and I can spend probably 2 hours to talk about 11 lines, but I gave you a little bit of a hint what need to relax in order to get the result. And read the blog and on the faceyogamethod.com and see what how you can get the help from that and get the most benefit out of the face yoga method of poses. All right, so thank you so much, and it's really nice to have this live because I can see what you have, what kind of concern you have. But another thing is that, don't focus on the wrinkles. Just focus on the body as a big picture and then see what's happening. If you have a lots of tension talking on the phone all the time, oh sure, you're gonna have lots of tension this side. You need to release it, right? That's why the mindfulness is important. That's why lifestyle is important. Face yoga method is not just exercise, but it's a lifestyle. And you need to be aware how you're using your face muscle, what you're doing throughout the day, so that you can get the best result you're looking for. All right, thank you. Go to our blog and Face Yoga Method